Robert Peston has dropped a Partygate bombshell, revealing that he knows who warned the Prime Minister's principal private secretary, PPS, against the May 2020 Downing Street garden party. The ITV presenter backed up claims made by Boris Johnson's former main aide Dominic Cummings. Both suggest a very senior official, in Mr. Cummings' words, told the top brass at number 10 on the 20th of May, in no uncertain terms, that the party should not go ahead. Mr. Peston wrote for ITV that Martin Reynolds, Mr. Johnson's PPS, who invited around 100 staff to a bring your own booze party during the first national lockdown, was urged at the time to think again and cancel plans. His email was reportedly copied to an official in the then PPS's office and to Mr. Cummings. Mr. Reynolds immediately came to his office after he pressed send, according to Mr. Peston, and asked why the party should be cancelled. The sender told Mr. Reynolds in the nicest possible way. Mr. Peston added that, quite simply, it broke the rules. Mr. Reynolds is said to have responded that it could be more embarrassing to cancel the party than to go ahead with plans. The official does not wish to be named because he does not want to be seen as agent provocateur against the Prime Minister, according to Mr. Peston. But the seasoned presenter said this testimony was compelling. He wrote, "If it turns out he is lying, he knows it will come out and he would be seriously damaged." Mr. Cummings released a similar account of events released today. He said the email from the very senior official will be seen by Sue Gray, who is leading an investigation into covered rule breaking at number 10, that is, unless there is a foolish cover-up, which would also probably be a criminal offense. The official was not alone in raising a complaint, with Mr. Cummings claiming he also told the PPS the invite broke the rules. Mr. Cummings wrote, Mr. Reynolds said, "So long as it's socially distanced, I think it's okay. I'll check with the PM if he's happy for it to go ahead. Obviously, even if it was socially distanced, this would in no way make it within the rules." Mr. Reynolds said he would ask what the Prime Minister thought about the claim the party, what Mr. Johnson has since claimed he believed was a work event, would fall outside of the rules. Mr. Cummings even told the Prime Minister himself, according to his version of events, that you've got to grip this madhouse. But Mr. Johnson simply waved it aside. All this, Mr. Peston insisted, will act as invaluable evidence for Ms. Gray in her ongoing investigation. It will, he added, help her decide whether Mr. Johnson broke lockdown rules on the 20th of May and whether he committed the cardinal political sin of misleading Parliament. The Prime Minister has faced numerous calls to resign since he admitted to attending this party. Perhaps the most significant of these came from Scottish Tory leader Douglas Ross, who said Mr. Johnson's position had become untenable. Other senior Tories have been more reluctant to fall on one side of the divide or the other, preferring to wait to hear Ms. Gray's verdict.